Hi, what's up guys? Happy New Year and welcome to Warwick. We're in the centre of Warwick and we're just about to enter the frostiest graveyard you've ever seen. So follow us and we're going to go around this old church of St Mary's and see if we can do any paranormal. And the birds are still singing in all this frost. Okay, let's go. You lead the way and I'll follow. So Warwick, it's close to Stratford-on-Avon where Shakespeare was born and spent most of his life until he moved to London. He had a very good friend here in Warwick who belonged to Warwick Castle. Falk Greville, that man's name. We are going to be going into Warwick Castle tomorrow, and that man supposedly helped William Shakespeare write his earlier plays because they were friends.
Yeah, Falk Greville.
Well, apparently there's been, in the past they've been seen together with quills writing. Sir Falk Greville from Warwick Castle and William Shakespeare in the earlier days, so they presume that in the early start of his Shakespeare's career he was helped.
Yeah, but it figured because most writers have a bit of help, don't they? If they were honest, they get a bit of help from somewhere.
So we're going to do some paranormal in this frosty graveyard. That's the actual church, and there's somebody practicing the organ right now, so that just adds to the atmosphere. So let's take a walk about these old spooky graves. And Andy's going to start with some EMF meter to see if
anything pops up.
Yeah, if we can detect any activity, then we'll stop and ask out. So yeah, very frosty. The snows have cleared, but now we've got the frost, so it's perfect for a church like this. One of England's historical churches, connected to Sir Robert Dudley, the close friend of Queen Elizabeth I. He had a house built in this city.
In this graveyard, who wished to partake in some conversation.
Would you like to come forward and talk to us?
You can tell I've moved away. I've moved into somewhere quite select. Did you hear that then? I normally
Did you say it in Shakespearean English?
No, I normally go.
Do your Shakespearean English?
Are there any spirits who...
Come on, all the subscribers are waiting.
I said, are there any spirits in this graveyard who wish to partake in any conversation, forsooth, on this morrow?
You've got to do your Shakespeare whilst you're in here. This is your chance. That's Victor Hugo.
Yeah.
That's Paris, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. However, we'll carry on with the Shakespeare for now, since we're in his area. So this is a very old St Mary's church. Very old graves. The ones close to the church are actually the oldest. They used to bury them right around the church at one time, and then eventually they spread out and got a burial ground.
We're a bit more organised.
Are we? Since when?
And I apologise to anybody who watched the last one for me being stooped, but...
Hunchbacked is what I'd describe you as.
No, it was raining. I was trying to keep the stuff dry.
You were hunchbacked through the whole...
I was hunched over as though I was...
I was going to call it hunchback at the boys' school.
I wasn't well, but...
Hunchback at the haunted boys' school. You was hunched through the whole shoot. It looked like I've been beating you with a stick or something. You're getting me a bad reputation here. Okay, so... It's even creepier because of the frost and the graves are all leaning and it's icy cold. But we've just had hot coffee, so we're okay, we're good right now. All good, everything's good. But I just want to show you some of these graves because they've actually broken in the frost. Pretty unique really. So it's falling dusk. That's the time when vampires come from their tombs. So if there are any, we should see a hand or a claw emerging any time now. Look at that. Frosty old grave. So Andy's running the spirit box. Sin. Sid. Or sin?
Witch.
Ah, this says sin and witch.
Sin and witch.
Yeah, you know what that is, don't you?
Can you say
it means
name,
us.
then?
It's saying it's a sin for us to be in this churchyard because of witches, probably, is the message.
Who's the witch? Lorraine.
Lorraine?
Either Lorraine or the rain.
The rain.
Can you say that again? Can you? Who's the witch?
I've seen you singing. I thought I said seen you.
Seen you.
Seen you.
Seen you again. Just
So
confirmed it.
what
Seen
this
you.
might be is a religious person
Who's
who's
seen us? Who's seen us? Ghost.
really a ghost.
So
There's a
who
good-
are you? What's your name?
It's like St Agnes Eve. That's in January. The owls for all its feathers was a cold.
What's your name?
The
Can you tell
frosty
us
ghosts come from their tombs.
whereabouts you want us to go in this churchyard graveyard?
William.
William.
William Shakespeare.
Who's William? Jenny.
That sounded like it said Jenny Point, but
Jenny's Point.
we have been to a Jenny's
So
Point,
Jenny-
haven't we?
You say
That's
that
up in
again?
Morecambe. I don't know what that's got to do with Warwick.
How old are you? I thought it said 47. but-
Really?
How old are you? Can you tell us where you are? Can you tell us where you are in this churchyard? Where do you want us to go? If you want us to leave, then you've got to tell us to leave. Paying for something.
Yeah, but you can climb the steps of that tower back there, the St Mary's
So
tower.
where are you? Are you near? What's the name of this church? What's the name of this church? The Ghost.
It said ghost twice on it. Should we have a walk about? Just see if we pick anything else up in a different area.
When we get near, can you say here? Alright.
Alright.
Whereabouts are you?
The old wall there and the old gateway. How many people have come through that gateway over the years?
Are you near that gate?
We're going to get activity in the doorway, aren't you, really? Because it's foot traffic. It's been used for centuries, that. I would think.
You want us to go through the gate?
We've got the path amongst the graves. I think we'll go amongst the graves because I think some of these look great. You know, they've broken up in the frost and that. That sounds like it's speeding up now.
I have speeded up.
Oh, you've speeded it up. Alright. Look at this one
Where are
here.
you?
It's all overgrowing.
What's your grave? 1850s.
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 Really? This is an old one. I think these tomb type ones are much
Your
older.
grave? Got something here that if you go near, you can light it up.
Yeah, we're just going to calibrate the cat ball and then when it stops flashing and Andy moves away, if it flashes.
Cat's on. Cats.
Is that what it said?
The cat's on.
Right, so that should stop now, shouldn't it? And then it'll start off if there's somebody there. No, if we get any
Can you go near
presents.
that and light that up?
If we get any presents now, it'll light up. See if we can get anybody through here.
Some things there that you can light up.
This whole tomb, let's see who it belongs to.
So if you want to you want to talk to us, you can like move the one on the top cat ball and it'll light up. Or go in that and that'll light up. So what's your name? And another.
And another.
Line in. Bluetooth. Scanning. FM.
Show you the old gateway there, and there's some old buildings right at the back there. Just let me zoom in and show you. The whole of Warwick is full of these Tudor buildings like that. Aga's like
Victoria.
Aga's a Lithuanian and Polish name.
What's your name? Where are you? What's the name of this churchyard? The name of this church?
Why? That's a why.
Just want to know the history.
We just want to meet you and talk to you from the past.
Why are you still here? Turn around and go to the front.
Yeah, I heard that. Turn around and go to the front. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it?
The front, you mean the bit that we came in through?
Where the clock tower is, that's the front, where we opened up, stood before.
1425.
Yeah, well, it will go back to that time, this church. The original foundations of it will, anyway.
Why do you want it to go round to the front again? Alison.
No, really?
Alison.
Ah, hello? Who are you, please?
Can you
Come
say
forward.
my name? Can you say my name?
Oh, somebody yodeling. Have we got a ghostly yodeler?
Andrew.
Yeah, so someone said our names.
Can you say my name again? Quickly. Andrew.
Yeah. Who is it, please, who's coming through to talk to us? Who knows our names?
Can you say your name again?
I think we'll have a walk about. I'm going to go on the path and walk because there's more graves down here. Don't want to miss them. So we'll go back to that other entrance there and we'll walk up, and any interesting graves we'll stop and have a look. So yeah, we're here overnight and we're staying in a haunted cottage, by the way. But tonight we're going to St John's Mansion Museum to do the overnight paranormal there, and then tomorrow we're going up to Warwick Castle. So we're going to do 3 shoots here. Right, I think if we get on the path I can give you some better views of the church for starters, for those people that like churches and stained glass and you know, that kind of thing, because I do. I think Christmas time especially, and we've just got into New Year now, and I think it's nice in the frost. It just looks even more, you know, like you see on a Christmas card, really. It's a nice quiet time of night to come round here now, really. Any ghosts want to come from their tombs, we'll be happy to speak to you. We'll be happy to meet with you. I'm Alison and this is Andy. These are the graves I love. These stone coffins here. There's a couple like that, but do you know what? It's so covered in moss and so dark, we can't even see what year. I think sometimes when you get graves that go back to like 1600s, 1700s, they're that old, you can't even pick up the year of them anymore. So I try and go off the style of them and have a guess. I'm thinking maybe late 1700s, turn of the century to 1800s for these ones maybe. I'm no expert on, you know, gravestones and things like that, but I'm just thinking that when the lettering's gone, they tend to be kind of early 1800s.
It's funny after watching that young ones what it says. Do you dig graves? Who dug this grave? Someone killed one, someone killed somebody for a laugh.
See, there's a few doorways coming in, isn't there? But they probably would have used them for coming in for church services and stuff back in the day. But you know, sometimes you can just pick stuff up just walking about. It's my dad's birthday today as well. Happy birthday, Dad, in the spirit world. If you'd like to come forward and say hello, or at least say your name, that would be really something. Now, this is an example when I was saying the other week, for those people that might have watched the Abbey, Leeds Abbey, Kirkstall, somebody's planted this tree on this grave. And look at it now. It's monumental now, so that would have been a pot plant on the top of someone's grave back in the day. Mostly, I think I told you about the yew tree when we did the Kirkstall Abbey shoot. The yew tree was traditionally the tree that was planted on people's graves. It symbolised people being buried.
So, as we were talking to you before, can you tell us your name? And why did you want us to go round back to the front door?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm staying here. 1920s. That's interesting. I think we'll head back that way. Let's go back that way because the lighting's better down here anyway. So we can try and communicate with this person.
What happened?
Let's try and get this person through from the 1920s.
I have. What do you have? Did you live near? Live?
I want to have a nosy through this arch. Wait and see where it goes.
Are you buried in this graveyard?
1920s.
Strawberry?
Just let me have a look through here and see what there is. Oh, it's like a park. It's just, yeah.
Stephanie.
I'll just stand there and then I can get the lightings better there.
Stephanie. Who are you, Stephanie?
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely from the 1920s.
Impair. Impair.
That means like impaired hearing or impaired eyesight, doesn't it? It means like a disability of some sort.
So are you buried in here? Can you tell us whereabouts your grave is?
It's just going dusk now, isn't it?
Somebody coming up here.
Alright, should we go down here because the lighting's a bit better down here anyway?
Who are you, Stephanie? And why are you still here?
Let's go up to that creepy grave up there. I'll walk back and go down the other side.
Why are you still here?
I'm going that way or this way. Most people tend to go straight through. We'll just stop here. The lighting's better here. It's going dusk right now and I'll have to get all the lamps out and things.
Do you know you're dead? Well, sometimes you don't know, do they?
Not if it's fatal and sudden.
Sometimes they don't know. You know what I mean? That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
We're not far
So they've got the
from
tower at the back there. That's St Mary's Clock Tower. 160 steps. You can climb up that if you want during the daytime.
Whereabouts are you?
Come forward if you're here and talk to us. Let us hear you on the camera. Or let us see you. Ghostly
You
miss.
want us to go left, alright? Bleak.
It is
tell me
bleak,
about it.
yeah.
It's a bit bleak, the weather. So where are you?
And we'll start walking up this way then. And go down the other side.
Yeah.
If we see people walking dogs, we'll just come back. Because the lighting's better down this end anyway. But sometimes we get in the dark. It's better to pick orbs and things up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we do need to shoot a little bit in the dark, then we can get the orbs and stuff.
Yeah. Where are you? In this graveyard.
These trees are creepy. Because they're all bare branched now, that's why. We'll keep quiet a minute so that we can get any orbs or voices.
How old were you when you died? And what year is it?
That's a lamp coming through the trees from the road. That wasn't an orb. No, sometimes I see a flash and I think is it an orb, and then you've got to say it's a lamp, and then you know when you watch it back in it, or people are watching and they need to know it's.
Oh, you missed that, and then you go, oh,
yeah.
That's a lamp.
Because people do very kindly get in touch with us and point out when we've had like spirit light and stuff like that and missed it. And sometimes we do miss it.
Unholy tax.
Let's go straight up and round. It's a bit dark up this end, guys, but I like to take you into the darkness amongst the graves because it gives you a sense of where we are. So there's quite a few clustered together there, graves. Quite a few clustered together.
Yeah.
I see that dog walker quickly scuttled off when they saw us coming up here. That sounded like an owl, that. Maybe they're coming out now. Yeah, let's have a look at these ones. These look old. Maybe put a cat ball on one of these. Let's see if we get anything. There's quite a few clustered here. But back in the day, Victorian times, monumental masons would come out to the churchyard and chisel the name in. You know, now they do it in shops, or tradespeople will do it in, you know, garden centre yards or whatever. But back in the Victorian times, the family used to lay the gravestone and or the tomb, the vault, and then the person who did the name and the information used to sit in the graveyard and chip away and chisel it here, right here. So Andy's running Necromator now, which scans the area and brings spirits through to talk to us if they can, if they want to.
I'll put an EMF meter there and a cat ball.
Alright, yeah, so if they're flashed then on that tomb, then we've got something.
Crossover.
Crossover?
Crossover.
Maybe it's talking about passing over to spirit. Yeah, maybe.
Is a storm.
Something about a storm.
Yeah.
What do you mean about a storm?
Okay, something squawking. Birds.
Storm.
That sounds like an... do you know what? Sometimes you can get peregrine falcons nesting in these church towers.
Oh yeah, you do.
Because we had them at not Trinity Street, Churchgate. Parish Church at Churchgate had them.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking that squawk. I'm not sure if it's not peregrine falcons because they had them and they looked after them, and then they moved them up
That's
to.
why they put a lot of the netting around.
Oh, they moved them. Some people were after the eggs, so they moved them up to Smithles, and they had them nesting up there in the roof, and you could hear them, and it just sounds like it sounds like peregrine falcons to me. They might be up in the church tower, but they're protected bird. Then they're like bats. People, you know, they're protected by RSPB and stuff, so they make sure that they're nesting where they're safe. They tend to be attracted to church towers, probably because they're so high up. It's probably perfect conditions or something. Alright, so we're just trying to... We're trying different things just to see what we can get through at the minute. Andy's got some new equipment, so we're just rolling it all and seeing what we get, really.
See, sometimes...
We're just warming up for the overnight, aren't we, Andy? Warming up in a frosty graveyard. This is how we warm up. We stand in frosty, freezing cold graveyards in the middle of the night. We're warming up for the all-night paranormal. Alright, I'm going to have a little walk about, find some lighting because it's getting really dark now. But it's a good time to get orbs if it's dark. We head to the front of the church. There's some good lighting around there and some more graves, so we'll head up there and see if we get anything else. Oh, so I think there's some people filming up there also, so we don't really want to cross paths with them. Sometimes people are doing the same thing. You can hear the church organ now. So we'll walk up and then you can hear the church organ. It'll just add to the atmosphere. I'll keep quiet and then you can hear it as we walk closer. Andy's disappeared amongst the graves. For a change. They stopped playing the organ now. That's typical, isn't it? They've probably seen us coming. They'll probably start playing Tales from the Crypt or something now because we're here. More like Hands from the Crypt when you look at some of these graves. Back on the road now, so I'm going to walk back down the path and that's that clock tower. 160 steps to the top. Beautiful. So I've managed to lose Andy. He's skulking around the graves somewhere. So yeah, they were playing the organ before, the pipe organ, but they seem to have stopped for a break. Oh, Andy's coming up the path now, so we've got him back. You never know if something's going to come through. Like sometimes we watch it back, don't we? And we realise we've got to stop. They're flickering. I'm thinking, do you want to walk down that path there and back round and then just run that EMF and see? I've come up here for some lighting, really. Then we're not completely filming in the pitch black, but it's lovely that lit up, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? Well, let's see what we get then. Yeah, well, ask out, innit? Find out who's here. Is there somebody with us? And if so, who are you, please? What's your name? It might be active because it's a path. You know, it could be general people walking up and down. That grave is broken in two with the frost. Maybe that's why they're here. They're not happy. The grave's been broken in two. That's, oh yeah, it's flashing there. Is it because your grave's been broken in two with the frost? Is that why you're unhappy? Is that why you're here? That would probably really upset some people, wouldn't it? They had a really nice grave, slab stuff, things done, and then it's you know, gets cracked. Well, that's just weather conditions. Oh, it's flashing.
Can you move that other one?
I'll zoom in because every time I go close with the camera it stops.
It's not got the
Yeah.
electricity cables.
No, not here, not this bit, no, definitely not there.
And I'm the one here.
So we've got something there anyway. What's your name, please? Can you come through the spirit box? Yep, it's definitely flashing.
me your name?
Danny. A.M.
Yeah, it's flashing like crazy, that now.
Can you tell us your name? Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Can you say your name again, Paul? I'm Andy, this is Alison. Is it you making them lights light up? There's another one behind. Missing her.
Really?
Getting more active now. What's your last name, Paul? What was the name people called you by, your last name? Jones.
Oh, really?
Perfect. So what was your job? What did you make your living from? What did you make your living from, Paul? What did you make your living from, Paul? What was your job? How old are you, Paul? How old are you, Paul?
Did I say 400?
What did you say?
I'm sure he said 400.
Yeah, I don't... Oh,
Well, if he was born 400 years ago, he would be 400, wouldn't he?
what year did you die, Paul? You're going to have to say it a bit clearer because I can't hear you.
I think turn that down because there's people coming out of the church now. We'll have to do something quieter for the time being.
What'll do it?
Yeah. I think those people that were singing and all that are coming out now, so we don't want to
That's
upset people. It's just so good with the lighting like that right now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
no,
It's
no,
beautiful.
Oh, it's crazy.
Because if you could put music over, if you put some choral music over, that would be nice,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? I'm thinking like Enigma.
But
You know what they do?
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be awesome, wouldn't it?
the thing is, it's really funny.
Yeah.
The further away I've gone,
It's still flashing, but the thing is,
the further...
those people were coming out of the church, so I don't want to upset them. That's why I told you to switch that off.
Alright.
Do you know what I mean? They don't mind if they think you're filming the church, but if they know you're messing about with the graves, they're not very happy about it, some people. So just got to be, a little bit respectful, man. You know what I'm talking about?
What the flashing light behind.
That must be Birmingham Airport, mustn't it? Planes. Not that far from Birmingham here, are we? Warwick and Stratford are very old, sort of... I won't really call them cities, they're more like large towns, aren't they, really? Yeah, it's still flashing, so there's definitely something trying to get our attention, but I think it's because the grave is broken. I think someone's restless because it's been broken. Yeah, they do. If we go for a walk back round, we might have to lift the torch out of the bag here because it's going to be dark. Yeah, so really atmospheric this place, guys, because it's all lit up and the church organ's playing. There was a choir before, but they all seem to be breaking up now. Interaction.
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
Oh, I said thank you for their interaction.
Oh, right, I thought you got that
Do you
up.
want me to get a torch?
Yeah, please, just get a bright one and then we can walk round and
Yeah.
film it again.
Something.
Look at the winter trees all bare. Yeah, so you can hear music.
Take it, Captain. Excuse me, that's me.
That's Andy developing the lurgy. Just film me around in case we get any orbs. Do you want to come forward up that path? Come and have a walk up and show yourself to camera. You got one out, yeah?
Yeah, I've got one.
Alright, so you do the lighting and I'll
Yeah.
we'll have another walk round. I'll show you these spooky graves by night time. Them big tombs, look at them. It's still going off that. Are there any spirit people following us down this path, please? Would you like to talk to us? Would you like to come forward and tell us your names? Did you come to this church? Are you buried here? Did you get married here? Is your whole life centred around here? Christenings? Everything? That sounds like the opening bars too.
First I was afraid,
I was petrified.
So go out the door.
Pretty sure they're not going to be playing that on the church organ.
Don't turn around.
But you never know.
You're not welcome.
Maybe they are. Go now, go. Yeah, actually there could be a message there. Oh great, the priest is providing the lighting for us. It's probably security cameras ready to boot us out. Look at that mist. Whoa, that is just genuine fog, that. It's not spiritual, that. We've got fog, there's fog literally everywhere today. It was foggy on the way down, wasn't it? Let's go back to the darker end. Oh, I've heard someone shouting for a dog. Let's not startle that person. I don't want to startle. I don't mind startling the viewers and the subscribers, but I don't want to startle people out in the cold and the dark with us. I think someone's lost the dog. Anyway, that's pretty good lighting, that, so let's just get a view of the church while it's lit up. And look at that fog. That mist is great, isn't it? It's just a Dracula scene. Someone was shouting for a dog down there, so I don't really want to frighten that person. Yeah, that mist is great.
AM.
Right, what do you want to do? Do you want to walk or do you want to stay in one place? If you stayed in one place, I'll need a torch to do the lighting. Are you staying in one place while we're walking?
Yeah,
Just walk round here and then I can get a good position. That's it, right. So Andy's just calibrating the cat ball. When that stops. Ghost. We got that down here before, didn't we, Ghost?
Yeah. Who's here? Who's here?
The police are here. The police are here.
Can you say your name? Can you say your name? Two flashing lights here. How old are you? And why are you still here?
Andy, there's some
What year is
person.
it?
Oh, it's alright.
What year is it? Whereabouts are you? Here. Whereabouts are you? What year is it? See it clearly. The lady.
Lady.
What about the lady?
That was me sniffing.
It's haunted. What's haunted? What about the lady?
Line in.
Should we walk round back to the front now? Because we've got 5 more minutes before we finish. Let's have a look at these graves. Then we'll go back to where we started out. Creepy. That was me then sighing, guys. Sorry, I don't want to scare the hell out of you. Well, I do, but I wouldn't make it up. We don't do that. We don't play them games. There's too many flipping battles going on between YouTubers at the minute, like who's legit and who's making stuff up, and other people's trying to sabotage other people's channels and all this carry on. It's absolutely ridiculous what goes on, so we just keep it as raw as possible. We are starting to do a little bit of our own editing now, but we're literally just putting back-to-back programs. We're not like cutting it and stuff, because that's when people start to say, oh, you could be adding bits, you know, you could be faking it and all that, and we're not. In the 15 years, well more now, 17 years that me and Andy have been doing this, we don't believe in that. We don't believe in that. I'm just trying to shed some torchlight and then he don't go missing again. Here he is. He's here. I'm just making sure that you're with us. You don't go missing amongst the graves.
I could have fell down a grave then.
You could have, for a change. That would have made a change.
Did you film it?
Well, we've done it before, but we didn't get it on film, did we, when you fell down the grave at Whitby?
Well, I did.
Well, you filmed it yourself, but we've lost that footage.
It was the film from in the pit. In the.
Well, you fell down the grave and you filmed the entire thing. Oh, that's all I know, and I don't know where the footage has gone for that. But it 100%, yeah, you
footage. What's
lost. It might turn up yet. You know what happens with.
One of the times you were in a grave.
It'll be like that film, won't
What's
it?
that, Bosh?
What's that film? London After Midnight, where there's only a little bit of footage left. That's what's going to happen with your Whitby graveyard footage.
Yeah, and it's a pity the other one we didn't do in Greyfriars graveyard.
Oh, when I walked into the bush.
The one you walked into the bush.
I'm going to walk into that tomb.
The bush, and I thought, I'm actually not going to say it because she's filming.
Yeah, I did. I walked straight into a shrub.
I know you did.
Because I was that much giving it large to the camera. Blah, 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 blah. Pirates' graves and all that.
Don't go down here because it's a big day.
I'll fall into a grave one. Yeah, I walked straight into a flipping shrub. It was a shrub like that one over there, wasn't it? A really big one. I went smack straight into it, and it's like, how the hell can you miss a shrub that size?
Yeah, a big shrub like that. I mean, you
But
couldn't
anyway.
really miss it, but I could see you walking into it. And I
We do
thought,
have these calamities, don't we, when we're out and about filming. It's just one of them things.
some people say I should have told you.
Go on.
But
What,
then
that I was
again-
walking into a
But
shrub?
then again, I thought.
You wanted me to learn my lesson.
Are you walking into the tree?
Yeah, really. The thing is, I jumped back because, yeah, I was going through Greyfriars Churchyard. It's like this, but only spookier. Look at that statue up there. Don't that look creepy? I'm going to have to film that in a minute. And I walked straight into a shrub, but I jumped back because I thought something had walked into me. Look at that statue there. Just hold the torch, because I'm not an octopus.
You're not an octopus.
Well, if you seem to think I am, but look at that statue there. That's well creepy.
Probably some religious.
It'll be Mary, won't it? Because it's St
yeah.
Mary's
Yeah, it
Church,
will be,
so it's
won't
going to
it?
be a statue of Mary. But looks pretty. Oh God, creepy. From that man's going to be on at me again, and you should get a gimbal. I'm like, wow, why would I want a gimbal and ruin the whole effect of clumsy filming? Let's just take a seat on this bench for a second, and then we can do our. The moon's coming out now. Look, full moon up there. Well, it's almost full. They are playing. First I was afraid, I was petrified.
Seriously, they're not, are they?
Sounds like it.
They should be
It's
playing
the
Bark at
Reverend Sebastian Chris Sparkle.
Moon. Bark at the Moon.
That's his name. I read it on the front of the church door.
Chris Sparkle.
The Reverend Sebastian Chris Sparkle. So he's warming up for his gig tonight. He's going to come on as Diana Ross.
He may well.
But he could.
And that's very good. If he's the Reverend and he's going to do Diana Ross tonight,
I'm going to go and watch that.
no, I'm still.
Come and sit down, then we can do our final piece.
I'm still doing the paranormal.
Alright,
I'm not
so-
watching some vicar in a skirt.
I'm
sorry.
What was it? No, before we finish, I've got to tell the people this one. All right, so.
What?
Well, you don't know what I'm going to tell them yet.
No, that's what worries me.
So we had the AA out for one car before Christmas, and that got towed off. Then we had the AA out again the other day for another car, and that got towed off. And both times, Andy waited 3 hours for the AA. So Andy said to the AA, "Why is it 3 hours? Why can't you come out in like an hour?" They said, "We only come out an hour for motorway cars and women on their own." And do you know what Andy said? He said, "So if I shave off my beard and put on a dress, you'll come out within the hour. Next time a car breaks down, we're going to hold you to that, and we're going to film the whole thing." Andy's going to shave off his beard
No, he's not.
and put on a
No,
dress
he's not. That's
so we can
not
get the
gonna
AA
happen.
out.
The only way,
in the hour.
the only way
That
this
right?
beard is coming off is if I set fire to it.
Yeah, well, you just might the way you handle that fire pit and those logs sometime. Anyway, from St Mary's Church in the centre of Warwick, we're going to head off now and get warm, and then we're going on to St John's Mansion to do the overnight paranormal along with the haunted happenings, so there'll be some other people there. So we'll catch you later. Thank you very much for watching.